Hello, everyone. How you doing? Good to be here once again. Today is Thursday, 30th of March, and March is nearly over, which is absolutely fantastic. As far as updates are concerned, I haven't heard or seen anything. They're obviously working in the ecosystem at the moment because my end, I can't load O-Mail and O-Net. So they're obviously doing some work in there at the moment, but I haven't had any more information. I don't know if Marty or Chris is. I haven't spoken them to today. But I thought I'd come on today, do half an hour of Q&A. I've done it for the last couple of Thursdays. It seems to be very popular. Also tomorrow, guys, remember, my live will not be until 1 p.m. Eastern. That's 6 p.m. for the UK, as I'm with Shishantra, I think, Biswas, doing a Q&A with them at 11 Eastern, which is 4 p.m. UK, and that's with Marty and Lynn Nakamoto as well. So that's where I'm going to be at that time. So same format as always, guys. If you've got a question, put it in the chat area. And as long as it's not of support nature, then I will do my very best to answer you. And the first one through the door today was from Christina Kashela. She said, could you please elaborate on the KYC regarding minors? If you gift an account to a minor but don't want to keep it in your name. Nothing's changed as far as the legalities are concerned. Remember, it has always been the same that you have to be legal age in your country to own a business, to have a founder's position. Okay, so that's in basic terms between 16 and 18 years old. If you have access to that account and it is for a minor, for grandkids, your kids, whatever it may be, put the account into your name. You can do this very easily. Go into your OES, go to the profile section in the top right-hand corner and just change the name there prior to doing a KYC. As far as the O-Founders account is concerned at this stage, don't worry about that part, okay, because that will all marry in together between the two accounts. But that's where you can change it, okay, and put it into your name. And then you'll be able to do the KYC on that account. And when they become of legal age, then you can hand it over to them. Okay, thank you very much, Christina. Anybody else who's got a question, put it in the chat area, and then we will, I will scroll up and down and take it from there. Obviously, if I miss somebody or I've missed a question, then just put it back in again, guys, and I will try and come round again to answer it. Okay, so let's do some scrolling. Let's see where we're at. Good to see so many of you on here today. From Jerry Nix, hi Red, when we send out our referral links, how is that going to work on them buying, say, O-Connect? Okay, there's two ways for this. Well, there's lots of ways, actually, Jerry. Once we activate our accounts, and how to activate our accounts, we will be purchasing O-Connect. Whether this is going to be different amounts for different tiers of O-Connect, we haven't got that information as yet. But when we come to purchasing O-Connect, part of that activation is we will get a referral link for O-Connect, a referral link for O-Mail, O-Net, and O-Trim. We will also get a referral link for your ecosystem. Okay. And if you want somebody to, for instance, you are wanting to invite somebody to O-Connect, then you can send them your referral link. Okay, and then they can go and sign up for O-Connect. If you want to show somebody OnPassive, you send them the link, your referral link for the ecosystem. If you are having an O-Connect webinar, then you send people the link for that webinar. And part of that is that they will then have to put their name and an email address, okay, to access O-Connect. And then they will automatically be put in your organization. So there's multiple ways for you to get people into your organization. And obviously this will all be explained for that as well. Ningwan Tegan, good afternoon from Douala, Cameroon. Hi. Can you elaborate on KYC for someone managing other accounts? As far as if you are managing an account for someone else, if the other person is of legal age and they want to do the KYC in their own name, then obviously that account has to be in that person's name. And then the documentations that you use as part of the EKYC will have to match that account name. If you are managing for somebody else, then the easiest thing to do is to put that account in your name to do the KYC, okay? And then you can change it back to that person's name afterwards, okay? Let's have a look. Lara, hi Red, how long do you think we will have to activate an account? If you are a founder, okay, I think we'll get extended times to activate the account. How long that's going to be, I don't know. But if you remember back probably a year or so ago now, Ash had always said that we will give as much time that is needed for people, founders, to activate their accounts if they, for whatever reasons. But remember, until you have activated your account, you will not get your referral link, and you will not be able to earn commissions on product, because you have to actually have bought the product to be able to earn commissions on it. As far as customers are concerned, I think Ash mentioned they would have up to 72 hours to verify through the EKY system, okay, that they are a real person, okay. That's going to be part of activating an account as a user, okay. Remember, they can come in and use free products and services, but they still have to activate that account as a real person, and that will be part of the EKYC that they will have to do as a user. But for founders, I think they will probably give us actually quite a long period of time. But it's in your own interest, guys, to do it as soon as possible, because the sooner you do it, the sooner you are in a position to earn commissions on your account. Anthony Flores is saying, I tried changing the name on the ecosystem, but it won't let me. That's a support question, my friend. I can't help you there. Okay, Amy January, here we go. I know you've got a boatload. Hope you can get some sleep after this, after working nights. There are several levels of O-Connect. We'll be getting lower capacity. If a customer wants higher capacity, do we have to upgrade to them under us? Yes, is the answer to that. I believe there's going to be different levels of O-Connect, and as our CEO suggested, if it was him as a founder, he would go in at the top level of everything that is offered to him. Okay, exactly the same as if it's offered to us as founders. If you can afford it, go at the top level. You would. The reason he's saying this is because you will only be able to take commissions on the levels that you have paid for. So, for instance, if you go in at the lowest level, but people within your organization are at a higher level, you will not be able to get the commissions of that higher level because you haven't purchased that part of that product. So it is imperative that you keep upgrading, you keep making sure you're in at the top level, and then you will be eligible for all of the commissions at all of the levels for each of the products that go in there. Mike Conradi, thank you so much, my friend, for your super sticker. That's very, very kind. Sorry, I'm still scrolling. It does jump about a little bit, guys, so do excuse me. Like I said, if I've missed one, please just put your question in again. Victor Gumbaladi, there are a lot in fear that they can't bring any customers to OnPassive for them to make sales. Will OnPassive still direct customers to join them? And this is the main reason why they join. Yeah, 100%. Nothing has changed there at all. The only thing that's probably changed to a slight degree, Victor, is until we get our domain names, and we've been told for a very long period of time now, this is of the second phase type of thing, the domain names and the websites. I don't think that the company are actually going to physically market our domain names or us individually until that time. But anybody who comes into the ecosystem through the OnPassive.com webpage link, through the advertising, the marketing they're doing at the moment, all these people go into the rotator of the foundership, so that we will be getting obviously that part of the marketing that the company are doing. But yes, nothing's changed there, my friend. Everybody who is in OnPassive now as a founder, yes, the company are going to market on your behalf when you have your domain name and web pages. That's for sure. But obviously we need to do this part, which is getting going and have a product for sale. And still scrolling. Good question though, that, Victor. Be looking forward to seeing you at the Manchester April 22nd event coming up in a few weeks' time. Sold a few more tickets yesterday, which is brilliant. Okay, Listra T said, hi, Red and Jane. I have a senior on my team who relies on me to look after her account. How do I handle her link on her accounts? She is 3 and I'm allowed to do it for her. If you have access to her account and you have access to her links, of course you can. This is the mutual agreement that you have with this person. She's happy for you to do that for her on her behalf. Then crack on. Nothing wrong with doing that at all. Good questions. I like all this. And just scrolling. Okay, who's that? Rob Johnson. Hello, my friend. If someone signed up for a founder and never paid, will they have to use another email to become a reseller? Yes, that email that they had as a founder is on the system still. It will be classed as a pending founder. Those are all been flushed, but I think they're still kept on the system. And I'm 100% sure that they would have to use a different email. They could try it, and obviously if it came up as this email already exists on the system, then they would definitely know then, that's for sure. Let's have a look. Sorry. Here you go. John Berea. John Brewer says, I believe we have a year, but why would you want to wait to buy O-Connect immediately? Yeah, nothing's been set in stone for that, John, as far as how long you get to buy a product. The only thing that we do know is that your founder's position will last for 1 year from when Ash Mufareh says that clock starts. He did say again with that it wouldn't be yet. And he did make sort of noises that it would be towards the middle of this year. Lyndon Longmire, should we start entering contact into OMail or wait for the final activation? Myself personally, I would wait. Okay, wait for that final part. And then once that's done, it's quite easy to do. You'll be able to import stuff on a CVC file as well. On the Word docs, etc. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. We can do all that for something to do when we need to do it. Amy January, what is the cancellation policy if a customer doesn't need the product due to a business selling or don't need the product? Until we see the product, until we have read the user agreement and the T's and C's of each of the products, that is just a guessing game. I don't know is the answer to that. Anybody who says anything different at this stage would be only guessing, Amy, because we haven't seen the user agreement, the documents, the T's and C's for the products, then we don't know how that's going to work. But as always, for instance, if it is a subscription monthly for that one particular product, remember Ash had said that there's going to be various different ways of paying for different products. Some are going to be monthly subscriptions, some are going to be one-off, some are going to be quarterly, etc. So until we see it, we don't know. But if it is a subscription base, for instance, on a monthly basis, and you don't want to use that product anymore, then you cancel that subscription. It's as simple as that. Again, until we've seen the T's and C's of what is involved with it, then we would only be guessing. But I'd imagine there will be a cooling off period and B, a cancellation policy. It stands to reason that there would be. Steve Brocklehurst says, in O-Connect, do you know if there will be live streaming to Facebook and YouTube? The answer to that is I do not know until I see it. I know that we have direct links to YouTube, and I know that we will have the streaming URLs that can be attached to others. I can't any reason believe that we wouldn't be any different to existing video conferencing solutions out there at the moment. All of them have live streaming through Facebook, YouTube, and other social medias. So I can't for the life of me think of a reason why we wouldn't have similar, to be honest, Steve. It doesn't make any sense or any reasoning to not have it, does it? Because at the end of the day, the more exposure that O-Connect gets and OnPassive gets, then that's a benefit to the business and the company itself. So anything like that, I'd imagine they would have. But again, until we see it ourselves, then we won't really know. Nafisa, thank you so much for that. Looking forward to seeing you as well on April the 22nd. Theatre King, what happens, Red, if you are managing an account for a person, say in the UK, and you are in USA? The person in the UK is having problems to do the KYC. The answer to that is that you can submit on somebody's behalf, but, and this is the but here, is whoever's name is on that account has to do the KYC. This is all part and parcel of making sure that that person's name on that person's account is that person. And part of that is obviously existing documentation that they have, passports, driving licenses, and other bills, utility bills, etc. But also they're going to be using facial recognition as part of that to make sure they're a real person. It all marries into documentation that you submit that that person is who they are. If you're managing it for somebody else, okay, then unfortunately, if that person is adamant that they want it left in their name, then that person will have to do the KYC. Otherwise, like I said before, put the account into your name, do the KYC, and then you can change things afterwards. Okay. Avanish Shukla. Hi. Ash told in last webinar that in April for founders, there is something coming. Have I got any ideas what it is? None is the answer to that. I haven't got a clue. So I can't help you there at all, I'm afraid. James Black question. Red, will the O-Wallet be a paid product? And if it is, then won't we have to purchase it first, then purchase O-Connect next? My answer to that is it's not my understanding it is going to be a paid product. Why am I saying that? Is because we've never had any indication anywhere along the line that O-Wallet is going to be a paid product. And until I hear differently, I am saying that it's not a paid product. I can't see the reasoning behind why it would be a paid product, because OnPassive want the customer base to use O-Wallet. They can't function without an O-Wallet. So same as they can't function within the ecosystem without an O-Mail address. So, but because this is a necessity part of the ecosystem, I can't for one moment believe that it will be a paid product. Will it be a product that we can introduce to other people through a referral link? Yes, probably. Again, I think we will get a referral link for an O-Wallet. I can't see any reason why, again, having that exposure of one of our products that is different, unique, just to OnPassive, why we wouldn't want people to use it externally for another reason to come to the ecosystem. So I can't see it being a paid product at all, my friend. No. Let's have a look for some more questions. Scrolling to the bottom. It suddenly jumped. Fantastic. Not good. Emmanuel Onyegulu, I think that is. How will I change my kids' accounts to my name? I registered and managed for them. Very easy. If you have access to the accounts, when you go to your ecosystem, okay, log into your ecosystem or their accounts ecosystem. If you look to the top right-hand corner, you will see your name and a little circle. There's a drop-down arrow there, okay? Click the drop-down arrow. It will say profile, okay? In the profile section, you can edit the name there, okay? Good question. What else have we got? We've got about 8 minutes long. So if you've got any more questions, put them in the chat area. Jacqueline Davis, hello to you. She says, hi, Red and Jane. Forgive me if this question has been asked. I have someone whose account is paid for. However, they seem uninterested until now and can't access the account from the O-founders. Okay, that's a support question. You'll have to go through support if they're having problems accessing their O-founders. I can't give you any advice just by reading what you've put there, I'm afraid, because there's could be multiple reasons why they can't. They might have lost their password, their email, all sorts of things. Okay, but support will help you. Amit Roy says, brother, do you know when O-Connect will be live in the ecosystem? We were told by our CEO that he expects it to be there by the end of March. It's not the end of March yet. So until we finish March, that's what I'm going with, what we were told. Okay, so until we hear differently, it's going to be by the end of the March. We will see it in our ecosystem. Remember, it's not going to be live to the general public. It will be live within our ecosystem to begin with. We will test it for a week, 2 weeks, amongst the foundership and the people, the users of the ecosystem. And then at that point, we will do all of the other bits and pieces. I think that's a lot of the relevance to the pop-up in your O-Founders back office that Ash is referring to. Sawaz Sabia, do you know that if you send an email to other emails, it doesn't appear there? It does, actually, because I have done it many times. I've sent an email from OMail to other emails, and it does work. I don't really know why yours wouldn't particularly. But remember as well, guys, that we have been told that part of O-Connect being in the ecosystem, there's going to be a new theme to the ecosystem, and at the same time as that, there is also going to be a upgrade revamp of O-Mail and O-Net as well at the same time. So let's just wait for it all to pan out, okay, for until we see that. Remember, let's try not to be in a scenario where we are guessing. Okay, let's just go with what we do know at the moment. Kathy Bergeron, will we be able to have more than one O-Mail per account? My understanding is in the future, maybe yes. But at the moment, because Ash actually mentioned this on one of his webinars, that we will be able to have multiple O-Mail accounts on each account. But at this stage, at the moment, one O-Mail per account. Okay, that is all it's going to be. My understanding is that if you, in the future, if you want to have multiple O-Mail addresses per that account, then you will have to pay to have those parts. Okay, remember, O-Mail is completely free at the moment, but if you want to have multiple O-Mail addies for each of the account, for business reasons, personal reasons, whatever it may be, then there will be the ability to upgrade that account to a paid account, and you will be able to have that facilities there. But again, that's in the future, Kathy. But Ash did mention that once on one of his webinars. Here's an interesting one that will make a lot of you smile. Kapil Kawal Ramani, sir, will there be any level incomes and how many levels? No levels. Never has been now for 2 years, 3 years. Okay, it doesn't work like that. Okay, we haven't used that terminology for a long time. It goes on organization or team volume sales. Okay, pretty simple business. You sell something, you make a commission. If you have a larger organization, you also get team or organization volume, and you will get part of that as well. So it's pretty easy mathematics. Sell something, make a commission. Part of the commission goes to you directly, and part goes it to the organization collective sale, and then you make a part of that. But no levels, hasn't been for a long time. Okay, we've got 3 minutes before I have to make way for Chris, and we'll do this is probably no, I've got 2 more. Victor's got another question. Victor Gumbaladi. Will direct sponsors be able to earn commissions from each of the sales made from any customer, regardless of how big his organization is, even though he did not bring the customer in? Okay, let's break that down a little bit there. Anybody that you have personally brought in yourself, okay, is classed as a direct. Okay. If somebody comes into your organization, whether it is through the company, okay, or whether it's through overflow, or whether it is through referral links, or whatever it may be, if they are down as a user in your organization, they are classed as a direct. And yes, you make a commission directly from them. Organization is the old collectiveness of all of the people that are underneath your directs. Okay, that is your organization. That is a completely separate different thing. But also, yes, there will be a bonus structure that will be involved with that as well. Okay, so the answer to that is, I hope that has answered to you. Okay, Arta Scucce, this will be the last one. Red, for the founders who haven't merged over to OES, what steps will they have to take? Basically, Art, if they haven't merged over to the OES at the moment, the only way of doing that is via their O-Founders back office and clicking the Navigate to OS tab, big blue thing, okay, that's on that front page. They will have to go through that migration process to be able to have the full benefit of the ecosystem. Without being in the ecosystem, they will not be part of any of the marketing campaigns. They will not be eligible for any commissions or anything like that, because this is where the information gets picked up from there now. Okay, so I've got many people in my organization, directs, who still are unregistered. Now, you're always going to get a proportion of people who have either lost interest, they can't be bothered, and all the rest of it. But I can assure you of one thing, Art. When they see people earning money from OnPassive, it's an amazing incentive to sort stuff out, because they suddenly remember, oh yes, I remember I paid $97 2-3 years ago. I better get my butt into action and sort something out. So I'm actually envisaging when we start getting going and the money starts flowing, that there will be an awful lot of these types of people who will suddenly start popping up all over the place. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for the people who supported me today with super stickers. I'm sorry if I've missed you, but I've been up and down in the chat area. That's it from me. Let's go and see Chris. He's on next, Marty at the top, and then Rob Lynn at 8. Bye for now.